Your test, those who are written here, are very much important. These properties are not that much because it is not been asked in your questions in exams, but these all are asked in exams. How this came, that's why I had written here. These are the properties of a cement. You know already, wherever there will be a fact of property, every property has two types, that is physical and chemical. Those all properties which we can physically feel, touch or see, that are physical properties, and chemical properties are the chemicals which are involved behind that. These all are chemicals or compounds which are being involved when we add water to the cement. These are all some examples. You need to just remember these examples only, nothing more than that. We will not enter in the details of that. What happens in the physical test? These all physical tests are performed for cement. In our exams, your fineness test, your setting time and your strength, these three are only covered in your syllabus. Rest all you need to just explain or have the theory content. Okay, these physical tests will all involved here, there. Okay, these physical properties are involved in that test. I'll explain this two only separately. Now first we are taking fineness. These all are physical properties, that's why we are taking it on a physical test. These all are physical test of the cement. First we are taking fineness. You have already done the practical about fineness. Fineness means the quality of cement particles which we are choosing of, the quality size or the grain size of that cement, that is your fineness. How you find the fineness? You sieve that content 100 grams or whatever you are taking, you are sieve that particle or sieve that content, then what residue will be left it off, you need to find that percentage of that residue, that is your fineness percentage. If 100% will be the residue, your cement will be finer, more finer or of a good quality. Yes. Now after that fineness, why we are finding fineness of cement? What will be the effect of fineness in your day to day or working process of that cement? More will be the finer content, your cement hydration will be better. That means heat of hydration or the hydration process will be more better for a finer quality of a cement. If there will be a proper hydration, then your strength gaining will be increased. That means your finer has a percentage or involvement of strength gaining, quality and hydration process. These three things are the basic points of fineness. You need to have the definition of fineness. What is fineness? What is the use of fineness? It gives a good quality. It will give a proper strength. Why? Because hydration process will be good in that finer quality. जितना फाइन होगा आपका कंटेंट उतना अच्छा आपका वाटर वो एब्जॉर्ब करेगा, राइट? Now what is soundness? Soundness means doesn't mean that to be a music or something striking, because in that brick you need to have the soundness test, that is two bricks are being striked off and you will be getting a clear ringing sound. That is not the soundness here. Here soundness is something different. That means your cement involved in the construction may face cracks, may face expansion, may face shrinkage after drying. I am talking about after drying process. That means the cracks, the shrinkage, the expansion, the deformation, the breaking, anything will be developed in the cement due to the lower quality of the cement, makes the cement unsound. Getting my point? What is unsoundness? Unsoundness means the damages related to the cement is called unsoundness. Damages involve shrinkage, expansion, cracks, deformation, anything. If these are the cracks involved in that wall, that means you can say it may be the reason the cement is unsound. And the unsoundness is the property which you can see after a long period. At the first period you can't see because cracks develop at the period of time. a passing of time, a certain passing of time, your cracks are developed. That means your unsoundness test is the test which is performed every year or passing of year. Yes, that is your unsoundness or soundness test. Your soundness test is done by a apparatus named Le Chatelier's apparatus. I'll make you see this apparatus. It is kept in our laboratory, but it is not been included in your syllabus. Le Chatelier's apparatus. You will remember this name because whenever your term soundness comes, you need to write that you are performed the soundness test by this Le Chatelier's apparatus. Okay. What is the instrument which we are using for fineness? That is sieve analysis. Yes, you have done the sieve analysis. Whenever you write the fineness, that means you need to increase the points there. Whatever you wanted to write, whatever by which you can increase your answer, you can write it there. First you have done by sieve analysis, second process you have done by Le Chatelier's apparatus. What is third? Third is your strength test, that is your compressive strength test. Compressive strength test. You have done compressive strength test for bricks. You have studied, not done yet. Studied, right? You will be, what happened? First bench. रात को सोता नहीं है, रात को सो जाया कर बेटा. Take compressive strength test. क्या होता है? That strength test means you need to pressurize or give pressure to that content or a material made from both the sides. Means a pressure test or a load test is called compressive strength test. That strength test is most similar to the compressive strength test of bricks. Each and every step is same. But the changes is there will be no bricks available. You need to construct a cube for the cement. Yes, there will be bricks obviously made for the brick test, but here we are testing for cement. So we'll make a cube of that cement, not only using the cement but by using the sand also. Means you need to have a cube of a mortar, basically a mortar cube of size 50 mm. Of size 50 mm. You need to have a size of 50 mm cube of mortar of any grade. By that you can do this test with the same steps followed by that. Nothing more than that. You need to have or create a mortar cube. By that you need to cure it for 7 to 28 days or 3 days, whatever you wanted to do. According to the days varies, there will be a curing values varies. That means you had a compressive strength value of 50 mm cube of a mortar. Rest everything will be same. The whole procedure will be same. In my notes I had written there, every procedure is same except you need to create a cube of a mortar. The cube making process is explained there. It is nothing. You have already made the mixture of a mortar, place it in a cube. Before placing, grease it with the oil or something, lubricant, then you place it the mortar there, fill the mortar. After some time you need to keep that mold for drying. After drying you had to lose that mold and keep that mortar for curing in a curing tank. That's the process of making cube. It's very simple. You will be constructing that cube also. Whenever you are doing this compressive strength test, you will construct that cube also. Okay. This is all about your strength test for cement. What will be the next setting time? Acha. Why we are using cement or mortar paste? We can easily, obviously we are taking the strength test of cement only. Why we are using mortar? That means we are involving sand also. There must be some strength of sand also. But you never ever use the cement paste separately. Because if you use cement separately, what happens? Your cement has a property of shrinkage. Due to loss of that or due to overcome that, we need to add the sand. I had taught you that property of a cement, a property of a sand. where I have already told you that you need to add sand for that to reduce the shrinkage and cracking in cement. We need to add the sand for the process to reduce the cracks and shrinkage in the cement. You have seen that simple plaster of that cement develops cracks there. Means cement has a property to shrink or reduce the weight of its water. That means you need to add sand there. That's why we are adding sand here or taking the mixture of a mortar. What is setting time now? Setting time means there are two times of setting. First is initial setting time and next is your final setting time. What is initial setting time? At the time of water, when you are mixing water with the cement, your cement paste will stick to your hand. It stick to your hand. That means the cement is properly wet. After 30 minutes or 45 minutes, your cement has achieved the initial setting time. Means your finger impressions are there in the cement, but the cement paste doesn't stick to your hand. Yes, but it's not hard. It's not hard. Your finger impression will be there in the cement, but your hand will be clean. That is your initial setting time, and we are considering the initial setting time as 30 to 45 minutes for every cement. It's your initial setting time. Whenever you are asked the question of initial setting time of a cement in Viva or in any theory, you will be written or you will be write there 30 to 45 minutes. At the time of cement or passing time, your cement will be hard. That is for 10 hours or more than that. I can say 10 to 12 hours, but basically we are taking 10 hours. That means after 10 hours, your cement gets hardened. You can walk from that. You can make any impression, anything you can do. It not achieves the strength, but it hurts. Yes, how it achieves the strength? When we use water for sprinkling or we are giving the moisture content to that material or construction, then it achieves the strength. But before that, when it dries, it achieves the final setting time, that is of 10 hours. I can say the 10 hour is the final setting time of the cement. We are also having one experiment for that. It is in your syllabus. We will do it. It is from Wicket apparatus. Wicket apparatus is something like in this type of length. We are having a cup or a mold filled with the cement paste, only cement paste, nothing more than that. We are having a needle. We insert the needle for initial setting time, how much penetration it was there, reading is noted from the scale, and after 10 hours we noted it by the scale that how much penetration is done or not. If penetration will be there, that means it not achieves the final setting time. But if penetration will be not there, that means there will be an achievement of final setting time. Yes, that is your setting time test, which is done by Wicket apparatus. Now, what is consistency? Consistency is something which is the flow. I can say the flow of cement. If there will be a flow of cement by adding water, that means you are checking the consistency of that cement. More will be the water, more will be the flow. Your consistency will be more liquidy. Yes, there are a instrument kept there. Whenever you go to the lab, I will make you see that instrument. There is a plate there. We pour that cement paste there and we tap it for 25 times, that plate. How much diameter it covers, we measure that. By that surface area, we count the consistency test of cement. It is not included in your syllabus, but I must say there is an instrument name, that is flow table, by which we can measure the consistency of that cement. Yes, it is not, it is just for theory purpose. Now, what is tensile strength? It is more similar to compressive strength, but tensile strength is something which we are pulling force, not compressive. Compressive is pressure force, tensile is pulling force. Then how we will measure? We are making cubes or bars inserted with the rods, that are RCC bars. Have you ever seen the RCC bars? Because if the mortar or concrete is being tested, it's a brittle material, how it will tensile? tensile material should be inserted to that cube or a bar so that we can test the tensile strength of that cube or bar. That means you need to insert the RCC bars inside that cube. Not cube, I can say bar, because cube is very much small. I'll make a bar for that. I insert 4 bars in that. हिंदी में जिसको छड़ बोलते हैं लोहे की, ठीक? I insert that 4 iron bars here and make it a bar like structure, cure it, do everything, and then test it as a tensile strength. How we can test tensile strength? We are having that 2 pulling force, one at the one end, another at the other end. Then we pull it at a certain load. When it deforms, deflects, or develops a crack in that, then we get to know the tensile strength of that particular bar. Okay, that is your tensile strength. Now this compressive strength, this tensile strength, and one more strength is there which is not included in your syllabus, which only civil students can heard about, that is flexural strength. What is flexural strength? In compressive strength we are making cubes, in tensile strength we are making bars with RCC, in flexural strength we are making bars without RCC. We are making bars without RCC and we are checking the portions which are brittle inside that bar. Your flexural testing machine is there in our college. I can make you see that flexural sample is also kept there. We are making a bars and there are no RCC bars inserted there. RCC bars, why I am saying RCC bars? Because this name is RCC bar, that's why I am saying RCC bar. Or in technical terms, FE415 or FE250. You need not to remember this all. You need not to remember this all. It is only just for the knowledge purpose. Your iron grade, this and this is used for that RCC bars. I am talking about this one is also called as bar or a slab, or this is also a bar. Don't confuse in both the bar. This is also called bars, this is called also bar. This is simple bar of concrete or a mortar, this is RCC bar. So in flexural strength what we are talking about, we are not inserting the RCC bars there and checking the strength of that bar. Yes, this is all about your testing on cement, physical and chemical properties of that cement. Here fineness is important, soundness is important, strength is also important, setting time is also important. This is not that much. Okay, you need to study or focus that 4 points more, but how that 4 point came, this is the portion from here. You need to just remember the names of here. There are too many names included in the notes, but I had not written here because that's not required that much. You need, if you have 4 or 5 examples, then it's okay. If sometimes in exam it came that what is physical and chemical properties, you need to write it, right? Physical properties, those we can feel it, touch it, we can see it by our eyes, or we can perform it by the instruments, those are called physical properties. Those are chemical properties which we need to test it in laboratory by different chemicals, right? That are chemical properties, and examples are this and that. If sometime accidents will happen, then I don't think so the accidents will be happen. Your previous year question is very easy.